Good day to everybody out there. This is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health, Drink a Glass of Water. And I was busy all day today, but I was looking through YouTube and I saw that there was a government shutdown in the United States. I'm not really familiar with what that means, but anytime you hear that something shut down, unless it's something bad, it's not a good thing. And really, I don't like too much government, so maybe it's not a bad thing, but for the people that actually have those jobs, maybe it's a problem. I also saw that there was 100,000 people in the government or federal workers that are going to resign. If this isn't a sign of what's to come, and you guys haven't waken up yet to actually going out and getting your own land with no mortgage at the auction, then I don't know what else to tell you. I guess I'll continue to keep coming on here for the ones that actually want to grasp the concept of being sovereign or independent. I'll use that word, independent, self-sustainable, solar power, well water, no mortgage, garden, food forest, those type of things, because the government has their hands in just about everything in the United States. And a lot of our people depend on the government. Like I said, I don't know exactly what a government shutdown entails. And if anybody out there that knows what the government shutdowns entails, please let me know in the comments. If you work for the government, if you're a federal worker, let me know. I've never worked for the government. I was a career criminal as a youngster. It wasn't until I did my last incarceration that I decided to say, you know what, I'm done with this. I need to figure something out. I'm here in Central America and I still make money in the United States. How? www.thenotepusher.com, THENOTEPUSHER, www.thenotepusher.com. You can get my ebook for $8.44. That'll let you know my journey from the time I was released from prison, from doing 6.5 years, from being a petty drug dealer to where I am right now. Not necessarily where I am right now, but how and what strategy I used in real estate to still make passive income today while I'm here in Central America in my off-grid place that's paid for completely cash, no mortgage bill, no electrical bill, no water bill, pretty much no food bill if I don't want one, no car payment, no motorcycle payment, and just pretty much living a life of freedom. But I think the way people need to move forward in the United States is becoming more self-sustainable. So you don't have to worry about the government. You don't have to worry about any third parties to cut you a paycheck so you can continue to pay your mortgage. Because really, a lot of people have a problem with bills and expenses. And that's the reason why we actually have to work, because we have bills and expenses to pay for. They said it has something to do with the health care bill, Obamacare. Me personally, I'd rather put my money into my foods, my fruits, my vegetables, my nuts, my herbs, my seeds, and all that stuff, as opposed to putting my money into health insurance. I haven't had health insurance for years. When Obamacare first came in, I think they made it a mandate for everybody to get it if you didn't have your own personal or private insurance. And I didn't that first year, so I got fined. So the second year I decided to do it. And the moment that they made it so we didn't have to do it without getting fined, I just stopped doing it. And then I realized that all I need to do is start eating healthier and my health is going to be fine. But see, a lot of us really are addicted to the foods that we eat, the meats, the dairies, the starches, the processed. We're addicted to that. So we don't really know how to take care of our body on our own. We always are looking for someone else to help us when we get sick. We go to a doctor. At the end of the day, you're free to eat whatever you want, just as well as you're free to believe in the government, just as well as you're free to want to go to work, just as well as you're free to not want to go get no land if you don't want. But I'm a firm believer that everybody would like to own some property. I am. So why don't you take the time to go to your local county? If you don't want to leave the state that you're in or the county that you're in, go to your local county. Ask them when the next sheriff's sale is for tax delinquent properties. Ask them, do they have any lands available, properties that didn't sell at the last particular sheriff's sale or tax deed sale. Go through that list. Find you an inexpensive property. Do your due diligence. Make sure there aren't any liens on that property. Just don't go buying the property because it's $1,700, because there might be a lien on the property that's $200,000. A mechanic's lien where someone did some work on the property and they didn't get their money back, so they put a lien on the property and said, hey, if this property is to sell, we need to get paid first. So you have to make sure that there aren't any liens on the property. We don't even want to focus on the government shutdown. We want to focus on what can we do to prevent ourselves from being stuck. So we don't even need the government. We want to make sure that we're not being hindered from living our best life, from taking care of our family, so we can feed ourselves. Because them babies still going to need to eat. Your husband and your wife still going to need to eat. You're still going to need to eat. And you're going to need some fresh water to drink. I mean, when are we going to wake up? When are we going to realize that you are in control of your own destiny? When are you going to realize that the government, this is one big corporation? Shareholders, presidents, vice presidents, secretaries, treasuries, these are all words of a corporation. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't understand your position in the corporation, you're always going to be at the whim of the people running it. I don't even know if it's at the whim, but you're always going to be under the thumb of the people running it. And even if you do know how it's ran, you still don't really know how to get in there to make sure that it's benefiting you. So you have to learn how to be able to take care of yourself, feed yourself, not with the grocery store, not because you're making enough money, because if they shut down all of the bank accounts and you can't log into your Chase mobile app or your Wells Fargo mobile app and you can't even swipe your card, that shit it's not even no good if you got $2 million in the bank. It just don't matter because it's worthless. The real money is in the land, the soil, the trees, the fruits, the veggies, the herbs. You are the real asset. Without you, none of this stuff goes. That's how they're able to get the money. The government is able to get to the money from the Federal Reserve because you are guaranteeing that money. It's backed by you, right? So without you, nothing runs. So if you get off the grid and you are completely self-sustainable, everything is going to crumble. And that's part of what's happening anyway. A lot of people are realizing that this whole government never was really for us, but we caught on late. So we moving to Africa, we moving to Mexico, we moving to Europe, we moving to China, we moving to South America, Central. We moving from North America. Not to say that that's going to solve any problem, because your problems, you are who you are. If you got spending habits in North America, your spending habits are going to follow you to Tibet or wherever you decide to go, Philippines. So it's all going to start up here at the end of the day. Your financial literacy. It's all going to start up here. So it's all about taking control. So I don't even care about a government shutdown, but I am from the United States. Yes, born and raised. Love the United States. Love the freedom that they provide to us. Love the opportunities. Never going to bash that country. Never. But I do know that there's some flaws just like there are everywhere else. At the end of the day, just like the guy from the Nomad Capitalist says, go where you're treated best. Being pulled over by those white police last summer on June 19th in South Carolina did not make me feel like I was treated best. And I'm not running from any place. Never ran. But I am not going to stay somewhere and complain. I don't vote, so I'm not going to complain about the system. What am I going to for if I'm not even voting? If I'm not taking the time out to learn how to beat the system in the United States, then I need to go somewhere else so I can go ahead and get my life together in a better way that's working for me. And that's exactly what I did. That's the same thing you can do. I'm not telling you to flee your country. That's not going to solve all your problems. But you need to find out how you can buy some property where you don't even have a mortgage. Knocking out your mortgage is most of your problems. Not having a bill every month to live somewhere is a major positive. It's a major advantage to wake up every day when I want to, but I still wake up early in the morning. I still wake up early in the rising because I still have goals. I still am ambitious. I still want to make it to another level. So it's never going to be comfortable. I'm going to be comfortable in that way. I mean, I'm comfortable right now in my own place. No bills, none of that stuff. Had a nice salad tonight. Fresh from the market, farmers markets. Tomatoes, cucumber, onion, You know what I'm saying? It's key lime squeezed on it. Salt, cayenne pepper, avocado, boiled some chickpeas, threw them on top. It's amazing. I eat to live because I live in this body, not this house. I live in this body. Without this body, none of this operates. It can all crumble today if I don't have this body. If I'm laid up in somebody's hospital or nursing home, or I'm just not capable of moving around because my limbs are fucked up, all of this stuff is not going to matter. The government shutdown ain't going to matter. So come independent. Come self-sustainable. Let God, all you God-fearing people out there, let you your energy by giving you sun to your solar powers, your well water from the soil, your food from the nature, and just not having a mortgage. You got the ability to do it just as well as anybody on this planet, especially in the United States. We are so distracted by Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. I got the time. I can look at all that. Not for my internal peace. We are so distracted by Donald Trump, Elon Musk. We're so distracted by Diddy sentencing, right? It's a lot of distractions. Football every Sunday. Them guys is making multi-millions of dollars. Meanwhile, you're at work listening to them instead of listening to some how to get out of poverty or reading a book that's going to help you get out of debt. You know what I'm saying? It's real out here. It's real. And the fact of the matter is, you have to take this life seriously. If not, you're going to always get what you deserve. What do you deserve? What you fought for. What you wake up for every day. Your discipline level. The amount of focus you had. If you didn't fight to win, then we have nothing to talk about. You shouldn't even be watching my videos. In fact, you should be watching my videos so you can get some inspiration on how to get up. Because if I made it from the muck, from doing jail time for selling drugs, petty drug dealer, the pharmaceutical companies are the kingpins. If I was able to sit myself down for 6.5 years, then you can't even make no excuses at this point. I'm tired of hearing it. But anyway, I'm done with this conversation. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. This is See Thy Wealth. Water your health. Drink a glass of water.